It's week 2 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jets and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And again, it's Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd and goal, Watson steps away. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Forced out to his left. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Well, we get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Hall again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun on third down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hall again on second down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. The 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
They go play action with Wilson.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night,
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Solomon Thomas, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Watson.
He's got room past the 30.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now Hall to start the drive.
They find some open field here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Here's Wilson to throw.
And check down, complete to Hall. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Braxton Berrios was named the All-Pro returner after the 2021 season, but starting to come along as a receiver as well and look no further than that first down grab. His new deal with the Jets should afford him some more looks outside of just special teams.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Shotgun snap and again to Carter.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on second down, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
On first down, Watson. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there. They've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, they'll get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The New York set to take the field.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six.
Open man is Uzomah. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
2nd and 11.
Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Hall. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A handoff for Hall.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now it's Wilson.
He finds his man complete.
That's Wilson.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Draw play, Carter. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw is Wilson. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein, from 28 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So here are the Browns to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Well, following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give running right is Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. On third down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watson, and just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. From the 17, Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Here's Wilson. And check down complete to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Again, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He's got Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. 2nd and 6. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Watson on 3rd down. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here's Wilson and the Jets down by 11. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. There's Wilson to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.